Welcome to our continuing CNN breaking news coverage of the crisis in Europe. We will shift our focus from the Rhineland to the borders of Czechoslovakia, where German forces occupied an area called the Sudetenland. I will be covering with our field reporter, Colton, who is in the middle of the action in the Sudetenland. What's going on, Colton?
Well, Guillaume, I'll tell you what, stuff is going down here, and it isn't good stuff. I talked to a Czech citizen about how they feel distraught that France and England and even us aren't helping to stop these crazy Germans. And just to give you guys a perspective of where the Sudetenland is, this here is Czechoslovakia, all this. Here we have Austria, Hungary, Germany, Poland, and this here, it is part of Czechoslovakia, but that's the Sudetenland. And that is where Germany invaded and then took over the rest of Czechoslovakia. Back to you, Guillaume.
Thanks, Colton. We will continue to cut back to you throughout our program. It is really astonishing that the French and English are not doing anything to these Germans from hurting these innocent Czech people. Now I will give you some further background knowledge on this ongoing struggle for land. First off, the Sudetenland has a large German-speaking population, and they were very eager to join Germany. So the Czechs' chances of fending off the Germans was getting weaker and weaker. Hitler's reason for conquering the Sudetenland was that if he had this land, it would be easier for him to conquer the rest of Czechoslovakia. The Sudetenland had a very powerful army that wanted to help Germany, and Hitler knew this. This was all part of his master plan to conquer the rest of Europe. After Hitler conquered the Sudetenland, he had the most powerful part of Czechoslovakia, which made the rest of Czechoslovakia weak and powerless against the German invasion. Now tell us about the military strategy used by those dumb Germans, Colton.
Certainly, Guillaume. So the Germans were basically just testing the Allied powers' nerves. They were trying to see how far they could go before the Allies stepped in and made a war.
And Colton, the Allies were just letting them do all of this?
Yes, Guillaume. Some even believe that World War II might not even be going on if they had stepped in. Czechoslovakia was counting on France to support them if they fought Germany, but France wanted no war. Now back to the Germans. They knew that if they got the Sudetenland, then they basically got Czechoslovakia, because the Sudetenland had most of Czechoslovakia's bases and military. The Munich Pact gave the Germans the Sudetenland because England and France didn't want any war, but then once Germany got Sudetenland, they didn't stop there like they said they would, and then they took over all of Czechoslovakia.
Wow, Colton, that is amazing. The fact that we would not even be having to fight this war.
Yes, it is truly astonishing.
Okay, well that is it for now. We will be keeping you constantly updated on this ongoing crisis in Europe. I'm Guillaume, and that is Colton, and we're going off for CNN.